Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this long-lost planet in a stranded alien dome, where we are back on our trading colony. So last time, if you remember, if you haven't watched the previous video, make sure you go and watch that one first. We crash-landed on this planet to set up a trading outpost. So, later down the line, we can buy this planet. Yes, buy the entire planet. We are outcasts from a distant community. We did some nasty things, and we are on our own over here trying to make a new life for ourselves. So we have Hugo, Raka and Vanessa. Now at the end of the last episode, I did say that we would look further into the characters to see what kind of people they are. So first up, we have Hugo. Hugo is currently sound asleep. Sorry, I thought we didn't have a roof on there then. Hugo's currently sound asleep. So, a little bit about Hugo. He likes Vanessa. He has a solid opinion of Vanessa. He is interested in combat, which is really nice when having to defend yourself. He's also interested in farming, which is perfect because we have lots of farming jobs that are going to be coming up. Intellect is not so great, so he doesn't like reading books, unfortunately. He's also alright at healing, and he's not too bad at cooking. But, hey, he does not like construction. Fair enough, can't blame him. So he's an animal tamer, never fails at taming animals. So he obviously has a way with animals. The animals seem to like him, and he never fails. Occasionally improves the farming skill of others. Now that is a really good trait to have, actually. So if he's doing farming with other people, he can increase their skills. Gets hungry 25% quicker. I mean, he is a chonky boy, so I can get that. That's fine. And to be honest, for having that, I'll let that slide. Farm owner has partial or complete ownership of Alien Dawn farm. Doesn't require wage. So that's basically these guys, all three of them will have farm owner. And then you can obviously hire employees to help you out. His favourite food is veggie pizza, which we may get down to later down the line, but I don't quite know yet. And petting animals. He loves petting animals. So we might have to tame some very, very soon. Zoo Planet Defender. He was an unpaid zookeeper at the biggest tourist destination in the known star systems, Galactic Zoo. Nice. He loved his animals so much that when the planet was invaded by a hostile mega consortium, war broke out, he remained there and joined the resistance in order to protect them. A renowned veteran, he now travels through the stars on his journey to learn all of the species of Cosmos has to offer. So he's got plenty of new species on this planet for him to love and to tame and to look after. So we've got like some of these bad boys over here and those. So we're going to get him some of those, and we can sort of see how he gets on with those little things. So next we move on to Raka. Raka is, let's have a look. He doesn't like Hugo. Okay, and he had neural damage. Oh yeah, he got struck by lightning twice in the last episode. Not great. He's interested in construction, which is perfect. So he's our builder. He's going to be building this into one hell of a trade empire. And he's also good at intellect. He's not too bothered about healing or crafting. So he likes crafting, which is great because we're going to have loads of crafting jobs for him in the near future. Not too bothered about farming or combat. He's a male, age 40, 69 kilos. So he's not skinny at all. He's not fat at all when compared to Hugo. He's a skinny boy. Master Builder constructs structures and devices twice as fast. Has permanently decreased happiness, which is a bit of a shame. He likes the winter, obviously, because you can't make a snowman in the summer. City Builder. As a kid, Raka won the Stellar Sand Sculpture Contest, his first step into the world of architecture and construction. Fascinated by unusual materials and methods, he designed and built ash villages, ice fortresses, and entire organic cities. Merging with surrounding nature, he personally picks his materials and is always on the lookout for challenging construction projects. Well, that's absolutely cracking, because I have got some for you in this. Now, Vanessa. Last but not least, Vanessa. She really likes Hugo. She doesn't have any ailments, which is nice. She is a very good healer, which is brilliant. And she's not too great at anything else. She doesn't mind the odd book now and then by the looks of things, but that's fine. Farming we can work on. So, impeccable healer. She can't fail at healing, so that's perfect. That's what we want. Now, I did happen to... the reason these have all got Railgun Sniper is because I picked random survivors, which makes it a little bit more difficult when you start. So I've got a pretty good start here. I've got a builder, a farmer, and I've got a healer. Pretty much all I need. Sickly. Recovers health twice as slow. That is a downside. Drinking alcoholic beverages is a phase, so we might get some wine going for her. Her marriage and convenience to Grayson affords Vanessa far greater opportunities than she could ever have back home. But home is where her heart is, and despite fearing that she might not be granted re-entry upon receiving news of her father falling ill, Vanessa impulsively booked a ticket to go and help. Nice. So that's a little bit about the characters. So I'll bring you back in a minute. Just while we are sat here harvesting away at these berries, we've got plenty of berries to harvest. We have our outdoor storage area, which is really handy and ensures that most materials like these here should not go spoiled, because they spoil if they're left in the rain. Turn all this back on. And we're going to make sure now that we have what we need to start making money. So we're going to have a look at crafting. We need to make sure that we have bandages until a minimum of, I'm going to say 15 bandages. And we want to make sure that we've got at least yeah, we want to make sure we've got at least 3 of each spare clothing item for when winter comes and there's no more it drops really cold, obviously. So we've got some cotton growing here, which will provide us 900 cotton to make loads of our materials. So what we are also going to do now is go through activities, and we're going to go to complex priorities, because simple ones, as you can see there, it just ticks what they do. They don't give a simple priority. Sorry about that. A priority to each item. So we want Vanessa to be, her top priority is healing people. Raka, top priority is constructing, because these are their absolute best skills. So plant, cut, harvest, and we've got 2 aggressive animals, 14 aggressive animals. That went up quick. So we're going to want to do ranch as well. So that's basically their top skills that we're going to be doing. We want to make sure that they still heal, if they still heal people, because if you untick it, let me just pause this. If you untick it like that, they will not do that no matter what. They will idle before doing any of that. So if you don't want them to do certain things, so like Hugo is really bad at research, but if the others are busy and there's research to be done, he should do it, basically. And assemble, so we need crafting. So put 2, 2, 2, and then 3 on each of them. And then I'm going to put, because if I want something observing or being like studied so we can reuse it ourselves, I want to make sure it gets done quickly. I'm not too bothered about research right now. Cooking, that is I'm going to put all 3 of them on there. So who should we have as our cook, though? So basically whoever has the least amount of jobs can do cooking by the end of this. So we're going to have, everyone has to, no, not everyone has to do ranching, but everyone has to chip in and cut trees. Cut trees. Hunt. Again, I'm going to leave that at 3. Ranch, I'm going to leave that at 4, because they probably won't do it, as he's obviously got all that doing. Scavenge. So you're going to drop down, and we're going to have you 2 doing that. Mining, again, going to drop that down, and these 2 are there. So cook. I think it's going to be Vanessa that's going to cook. Be our cook. By the looks of things. So let's have a look. Construct, yeah, handle. That's fine. Heal, and yeah, okay. I'm happy with that, how that looks. Probably do another second priority for that person. So do mine and scavenge for their second priority. There we go. Now let's make sure that we do have, speed this up. Let's make sure, where are these coming from first of all? They're coming from up here again. So they're going to come right through there. You know what? We'll draft you now. Where are they? Can we see any of them? Go hunt some bugs. You come up here as well. So we've got 13 of them. Right, okay. If we can, we want to try and get into clearings because the trees and everything block their line of sight. So now there's 8 of them. That's it. Move them forward a touch. Bit more, bit more. Boom. We like that. So these guys will get these bugs sorted overnight. Well, not overnight, even that. Even the next... Go on, stab him. Stab it. Stab it. How'd you miss? There's another bug up there. Okay. Boom. Where's this last one? Oh, he's dead. There we go. Right, I'll let them undraft now. They can go and do whatever they want. And we are back to where we were before. So we've got... Now that we have the advanced priorities set up, these guys will only do what they're told. And I think we should have, just to reduce the amount of stress that they're under during the day, we'll have a 1 hour relax through the day. Because sometimes if they're working non-stop, they will say, like, for example, Raka. Here we are, prime example. Where's his food? So if he is working and his fullness goes all the way down, he will carry on working until he near enough starves. So, yeah, it's always a good idea to make sure you've got an hour in there so they can look after themselves, essentially. Right, I'm going to put some flooring in. So, we've got meteor rain. Oh, that's not good. So, we've got stone. We do have stone. I think stone paving on here. And that sound that you can hear now is because there's some form of meteor shower coming in. I think we're going to have that there, and then we're going to have wooden, whatever it's called, in here to give them some form of nice bedroom aspect. So I'll bring you back when that's all done. So we are back. We have made some alterations, some very minor alterations. Well, kind of not minor, but minor at the same time. We have had a few meltdowns. We've had a bug attack as well. So it's all been kicking off in the last couple of days on the game. It has been a couple of days. What I have done as well is I have done outside storage for construction materials. So we've got hay, stone, sticks. I believe this one is wood, metal and alloys over there under a shelter. Because as long as you keep the tile under a roof, it will last indefinitely. But if you keep it over here, it will decay over time through it being in the rain and just rotting away. We are getting quite a lot of hay from this as well, actually. Quite a hell of a lot of hay, actually. And we are getting a lot of stuff from here. So now that we have all of this, we're going to pick some research to start actually looking at doing. So we have metal refinement and weaponsmithing. Yes, these are the things that we do actually need. And then we're going to do we're going to do spaceship deconstruction, long distance travel, and incendiary traps. But we also need to get some of these done because some of the walls, the bugs keep coming through here. So we need to make sure that we are 100% clear from being, attacked. Not so much clear, but attacked as in the sense of we can just clear, a little bit of space. So I'm going to put that there, put that across there, there. And what that's going to do here is it's going to create a choke point. And with that choke point, we then fill it with those basically mines. Put loads of mines in there. That's the wrong gate. Put loads of mines in there. And when they come along here, because they won't attack these walls if there's a clear path through. If you block it off, they will attack to get through the walls. But if you leave it open like that and just put a load of mines and traps and stuff down there, they'll just walk over your mines a bit to get to it because it's the path of least resistance that they pick. So that's going to take a lot of wood, actually. But that's absolutely fine. We have some form of... We have smoke pipes. We can make smoke pipes now because we have all this dried leaf there. The storage under roof storage. I say under roof because it is under a roof, and that's the reason why, because it lasts a lot longer. Is complete. So this will be all of the not so much have a crafting area out here. This is going to be a mass storage area out here. I'm going to add a crafting building onto the side here, but we are also going to add in another farm. We're going to add in some glitter caps, which so 75% growth, 100%. We want 100% growth, obviously. I'm going to put glitter caps, I think, there, and also buttermelons. We're going to put quite a few of them in because we can always pickle them. That's not an issue. And then also we are going to do silicon leaf because we need to start growing this stuff not quickly, but we need to start growing it for the future. And then we're going to have a wall that goes along here, maybe encompassing the farm, but we'll see how. But that's going to be a way off yet. For now, we just want to make sure that we can defend ourselves. So welcome back. What we have done now then, we have, I'm setting up these fermentation barrels because we need to start pickling food that's, instead of it going off, we just pickle it so it lasts longer and then they eat it, so, or sell it, whichever. I'd have to change the setting, which if you need to change the setting on what they consume, you can come on here, pick what items they consume, so don't want any of them to eat raw meat because that's just not good for you. And relaxation items, so I don't want them to have smoke leaves because they're very valuable. Beverages, we can work on that in a later date. But cooked meals, yeah. So you don't want them to eat raw meat, and then you can obviously set your restrictions as of when you need something else in there. But once we've made the first item, then you'll be able to deselect it as a consumable item. Or consumable? Consumable. Yeah, we'll go with that one. So what we're trying to do at the minute is get all these fermentation barrels done. Because it is becoming winter, it's getting really cold. So they've done the harvesting through the summer and autumn. They've done the harvesting. So now I want to try and make sure that they're doing as many jobs around here as possible. They've got lots of stuff they can be crafting. They've got lots of stuff they can be making. Occasionally they'll have to go outside to chop some trees down for wood for these because we've pretty much run out of wood and we need 25 wood per. So, but it basically means that all this will not go to waste because a lot of this will rot away. They just won't eat it in time, unfortunately. Ooh, Raka just got a farming level up from sat next to yeah, nice. Hugo, my old fruit. So he's going to be chopping this wood down now as it's starting to snow because it's -5. There's no sign of... There he is. He's starting to make the warm coats, which is what we need. I've also finished all of that research, so now we are doing incendiary traps, animal taming, long distance travel for expeditions, and also ship deconstruction, and then brick rooms, because brick rooms are better than what we have now. And you get bricks from hay, so you know it's pretty straightforward. When it gets warmer again, we're going to start looking at salvaging that, and we are going to be salvaging. Where is it? It's gone. I can't find it. But also now we have research metal refinement. We are going to start. I'm going to go and harvest all that now. Well, at some point. Going to do that so we can get some metal alloys on the go. I'm going to try and chop down fallen trees first. Chop up fallen trees, sorry, not chop down because they're already fallen. Chop up fallen trees just makes, I don't know, the less amount of the forest I take away. The kind of, I don't know, I don't like having it as a big barren open wasteland. But it can't. Sometimes it just needs to happen. We've got a lot of stone up here. Oh no, that's the edge of the map. We can't go. So the left is to the left of us. That is the edge of the map. Okay. So we're only really going to get attacked on over that direction. We did have a nest spawn over here recently. Where is it? Here we are. So once we've got some bits and pieces and we've geared up a little bit, we'll go and attack this because you get carbon nanotubes from these guys, and I want to observe these. I want to try and tame these. a couple of them. You can tame them, they're just a bit tricky, so I want to try and do that as well. Oh, glitter caps there as well. They're not ready for harvesting though, unfortunately. Oh, Rakka's got pneumonia. Nice. Why? Because it's probably very cold in there, I'd imagine. Put a couple of vents in. This allows the heat to travel through the building. It's 16 degrees in there because of the fireplace that we've got on. So 16 degrees should be keep them from getting hypothermia, theoretically. No. Construct 4 wooden barrels. Yes, construct all them. Then you can go to sleep, because if I look at you, and you're not even that tired, are you? You are a bit, but not like ridiculously tired. So you can get those done, and then he can go to sleep, because I want to try and get some work out of them, you know? They just keep slacking. They keep slacking on me. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this off, so pickled vegetables forever. And then I'm going to have this mirror that one. They are all going to mirror that one. That's going to be what I call the master, the master barrel. Basically, that's the master, and all these ones are like the slave ones. So they basically work off that one. Whatever I add into that one will instantly copy over to these, so you don't have to do it all manually. You don't. It's like a form of automation, a very low level automation. You can just keep changing that one to as of when and what you need, and that will keep it going. And they will keep putting the stuff in there to pickle the vegetables, which is a good early game thing to sell. But we can use all these buttermelons here we've got, because we are going to be harvesting. Oh, okay. That's the scissor hands. That's what we want to tame as well. One of these guys. Oh, they are pretty close actually. But they are too busy with these over there, so that's absolutely fine with me for now. So now that we have successfully made quite a few of these pickled vegetables, I have done some expansions. So we've got the side here, we've got a little smelting area going for all our ore. Up here we're going to have another crafting sort of area. We have the guest house for the workers to come in, or I might put another room on the back and have that for the 3 founders and have the workers in there. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah, we'll do that. But we did just have, now that we'd made those pickled vegetables, they were going to go and eat them, which they are a good source of income to start off with. So at the very early game, you do not want to be eating those. So to find them, you come to click your character, come to restrictions, vegetables, and pickle vegetables, and make sure it's unticked, because otherwise they'll just eat them. And they're about, well, let's have a look. Where are they? Pickle vegetables? If I sell 300 a piece, well, 10 for 300, so you make a lot of that. That's quite a bit of money. That's initially like your first. I haven't even done my first trade yet because I'm still working on building everything. But for your first trades, you want to start off with like smoke leaf pipes. You want to start off with pickled veg and all sorts of things. So, I mean, the more research you get done, the better your chances are. So I kind of, for the first year, I don't do any trading whatsoever unless it's something desperate that I need. Then, you know, I'll get it. But like colony ships, they're a good one because you can get your basic items from there. You can also buy research for fuel mixing, which is nice. And also flamethrowers, but we don't need to do that yet. We're not going to sell ore, we're not going to sell fuel, we're not going to sell cloth, even though 100 is 10 of it is 800, so cloth can get you a bit of money, but again, it's nothing like what we could do with stuff that we make, you know. So we're going to keep plugging away at research, which we are now research. We're now just about to start going on to spaceship deconstruction and then brick rooms. So we want to add in electricity grids there, and fuel mixing is what we want. We want fuel mixing, but we want to make it from insect meat, not or manure. We can do one of those. I can't remember how you trigger that exactly, but you can do, and that's what I'm looking for. Because then pretty much insect meat is when you've got unlimited fuel easily because you keep getting attacks. But for now, we're going to keep plugging away at this. And long distance travel research, nice. So I'm going to bring it back when we got our first worker. And literally, as I just hit stop recording, the pop-up showed up as I hit stop. So we do have our first offer, a contract of offer employment for someone. It's 27,000 for half a year, which is a pretty damn good salary if you ask me, actually. But he is good at intellect, combat, healing, yeah, cut the rest. But intellect is going to be really handy because it relieves up one of these. So we're going to take him for half a year in the winter. We're going to do half a year, and then we'll probably extend that depending on how much he helps us out. But that's going to go up now and grab him, and he's going to have one of these beds. I'm going to assign that to Raka Chad. What a Chad. He's going to have that room. So we're going to want you to ignore that walk that you're about to go on. Brilliant. There we go. So we've got our first employee. He's now going to go and grab... He's going to go and grab his money, which I think he's already done. But straight away, he's not messing around. He is in there and he's starting to work already, which is nice. So let's have a look at his activities. We're going to pause this for a minute. He's all right at healing. He's not good at construction, so I'm going to knock that down one. He is all right. I'm going to leave that where it is. He is not good at farming, so I'm going to put that down to 4. He's just good at researching, basically. He's just going to be a research bitch, it looks like. But no, we're also going to have you as a crafting machine. So when he's not doing research, he's going to be doing that. But we also do need someone to do all the handling as well, like handling the forges, yeah, all that sort of stuff. Hypothermia, yeah, because it's -3 in there. That's why he's getting hypothermia, which I can understand that. We're going to sort that out, and I'll bring you back shortly when we've got all that built and we've got something set up here. And here we are. So we have got into spring now. So it's the start of the first trade year that we're going to be doing. We have some smoke pipes to sell. We have a lot of stuff to build, to make for sale, and we've got a lot of work to do. So basically, all we've got here is I've doubled up on the crafting facilities, so we can make double the amount, obviously. They are settled into there now. Put some saves into store coins because, you know, it's someone was trying to steal before. We are in a pretty good position now where we can start doing trading. We just need to get the research done for what do you call it? We need to find grain, if I'm absolutely brutally honest. Yeah, I can't see any grain as of yet. I think I'm a bit weird. Oh my god, there it is. Grain. Right, observe. Okay, there we go. So we found it, and it's actually not that far away. Good god, I was looking at the side of the map. But we're in a really good position. We have lots of crops coming in. This is going to be our first trade year, so we have been through spring. We have been through all the first year. We're on year 2, the 10th day into year 2. So the next video, we will be looking at... Go on, Vanessa. You get that. You get a bit of a wiggle on over there. What we're going to start doing is, while we are waiting for all of that to do, we're going to continue crafting bandages and stuff like that. We had a fair few injuries that we needed to sort out. We do need to start working on keeping the bandages up to a good level. We need to get antibiotics, which is why I want grain, purely because Edmund had an injury that it needed antibiotics. We managed to sort it out, but you know, it didn't work out as well as planned. But that is going to do us for this video. So the next video again will be coming out next week. So I'm going to try and do one video of this a week and just see how I get on with that. But I hope you do guys enjoy this. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you know exactly when a new video and this new playthrough goes up. But for now guys, take care, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.